in the era of rage baiters and people who are comparing themselves to people on social media, it is very easy to become frustrated with your life, with yourself, with other people. And trust me, I've been there, done that. And it's a daily thing. You'll see something that frustrates you, and then you'll swipe to the next thing. You'll scroll to the next thing. And you're just hoping for something that's going to make you feel better. But guess what? That's not a sustainable method. That's not a plan for action to avoid frustration. Avoiding frustration is not a plan for action. We have to learn to deal with frustration. And the issue is, we don't all have people who are teaching us or telling us how we can navigate being frustrated. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be angry about something. It's okay to feel like something should have gone differently. But dwelling on that and staying in that state of frustration, in that state of anger, being upset for the rest of the day, letting your day be ruined, that is something that's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. We feel like we have the moral high ground when we're frustrated about something. We feel better about ourselves when we get frustrated. That's why we do it so often. But our reality slowly falls apart because of that frustration. You got to think about frustration like a fire, right? Fire is one of the greatest discoveries in human history. I'm a big history buff, and since fire has been discovered, our society has traveled a long way. But fire has also taken so many lives. So many lives. Think about car accidents. Think about arson. Think about forest fires. The list goes on. Frustration is just as natural as fire is. And it's just as powerful if we harness it the right way. If we respond to it the correct way. Then it's not going to destroy our life. Just like fire won't. I've had some of my best moments just sitting around a little campfire in the backyard. We have a little fire pit. Just sitting there roasting marshmallows. Sometimes roasting other things that might not need to be roasted. Shout out to one of my boys, Sky. We just had, I talked about him yesterday in a video. And yeah, just walking through this neighborhood brings back memories. We used to run around here and get into all kinds of shenanigans. But frustration. It is a fire that has led to, I'm a professional athlete, professional basketball player, not from the Atlanta Hawks, but, got to represent from Georgia. So I understand that frustration can be a tool. You look at people like Kobe Bryant. You look at people like Michael Jordan. You look at people like Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, right? Who harnessed this frustration to become some of the greatest athletes who ever lived. I myself see it at this point on a smaller scale with my own career, harnessing frustration. The frustration, that's what it gets me through lifts and workouts that I want to quit, because we're all human, right? Sometimes that frustration about something that happened, it keeps you going. But that frustration can turn into bitterness. It can turn into self-pity. It can turn into you just feeling like the world is against you. And if you're walking through the world as if it were against you, that's when it becomes poisonous. That's when it becomes deadly. So, let's think about a situation here, right? You order a package and it does not arrive at your house. You don't know why. You don't know what happened, who messed up. Somebody messed up. Somebody didn't do their job right. And now you're not getting the package that you wanted to have, right? The same thing can go for you're at a restaurant and you order something and the wrong thing comes out. You were really looking forward to this package. You were really looking forward to this meal. Whatever it is that you were waiting on, that you ordered, you wanted to have. But it didn't come. Something else came in its place, or nothing came at all. Things didn't go your way. It's frustrating. Some people will try to fight against that frustration and say, oh no, everything's okay. No, it's aggravating. when you ask for something and something else comes in this place, or you don't get it at all. It's aggravating. It's frustrating. Trying to fight the frustration only makes it more frustrating. And you're going to, when something is beyond mildly frustrating, where you can't hold it back, you're going to be all the more frustrated about that. You're going to be all the more believing that the world is against you. All those little things stack up. Just because you feel like you can push it away and lock it away in the back of your mind, doesn't mean it doesn't walk around with you. Doesn't mean you don't carry it. We have to be a lot more conscious about the stuff that we carry around with us, because it's not locked away. And even if it were just locked away somewhere, that lock is going to break at some point, and it has to come out. Energy can't be created or destroyed. And you can believe thoughts are energy or not. I'm not going to get into that. It's not really important. Thoughts are something, though. And I don't think you can create anything. Matter, right? It might be broken apart into different, it's smaller parts, or it might be changed. But the amount of matter that's in the universe, that's not changing. All the stuff on Earth, right? It had to be somewhere at some point. It's not being created anew. It's changing forms. So you can't lock a thought away and think it's going to magically disappear. If it's a frustrating thought, if it's an angry thought, if it's a depressing thought, you're going to have to face it at some point. So the earlier you can face your frustration, especially with mild frustration, the better. And I know it's uncomfortable, but I was training some high schoolers, I believe it was yesterday, maybe the day before. Yesterday. And I was talking about choosing how you're going to be uncomfortable. Because it's not a question of if you're going to be uncomfortable, if you're going to experience discomfort. The question is when. And for me, I always prefer in my life to choose my discomfort. I'll give you an example. It is uncomfortable to be out of shape. But it is also uncomfortable to run 10 kilometers. It is uncomfortable to say, hey, I want to eat another piece of ice cream or another ice cream sandwich, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow. It is also uncomfortable to, in my basketball season, be out of breath after playing 2 or 3 minutes. So the same is true for your thoughts. Frustration, right? It is uncomfortable in the moment to deal with your frustration and to admit, hey, I'm frustrated right now, because we all want to be happy. We all want to be joyful. None of us want to experience frustration all the time. Nobody wants to be frustrated ever. We all want stuff to go our way every single time. Nobody's going to wish, hey man, yeah, I want to balance the scales. Like, let's have a bad day today. Nobody wakes up like that. Nobody I know. Yeah, I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments. We can talk about it. We can figure it out. But the people I know in my life, we all wake up trying to have a good day. So when frustration comes, we try to, hey, no, I'm not going to let this ruin my day. But you're fighting it. So face it, hey, I am frustrated about this, but it's okay. Because, and that can be various reasons. Hey, that package didn't come, but it's okay, because I can just get it refunded and I'll order it again. And yeah, I was planning to have it now, but hey, you can't lose anything that you never had, right? So I'll just order it again and hopefully it comes that time. Yeah, man, I ordered the spaghetti carbonara, but they brought me spaghetti with meatballs. You know what? I actually like spaghetti with meatballs. I'm going to eat this. Or, hey, I'm really not feeling the spaghetti with meatballs. I'm going to ask them if there's a chance I can get my carbonara. It's uncomfortable, but everybody's just trying to do their best. And I'm sure they didn't mix up my order on purpose. It feels like it's a personal thing. It's frustrating. I really needed them to get my order right. But at the end of the day, maybe I have to wait 5-10 extra minutes. If I'm that hungry, I'll just eat the food that they gave me, and it's okay. I'll come back and I'll try the carbonara another time. Or maybe I've had the carbonara 100 times, and it's not really that deep. Yeah, I wanted the carbonara, but hey, let's switch it up today. Maybe it's my sign to switch it up. There are so many ways you can deal with frustration, and I understand those situations that I gave you, those examples are minor, but often it's the minor stuff that piles up. It makes the major stuff, the stuff that actually breaks your back and leads you into a spiral. The major stuff is really just minor stuff. My grandmother died a few years ago, and it was very sudden. No one was expecting it. And I never really got the chance to say goodbye because it was the COVID period, if you can still remember that. And I never got the chance to say goodbye. And I remember after the funeral being in her kitchen and looking at the refrigerator. You look at somebody's house so much different when they're gone. And I wish I had maybe spent a little bit more time just looking around while I was there. I'm glad I spent the time there with the people who were there. But yeah, and I was looking at the fridge and there was a magnet there that I know had been there the entire time. I had never looked at it. I always looked in the fridge, see what she had cooked for me. Collard greens, woo, turnip greens, mac and cheese, cornbread, spaghetti with meatballs, biscuits, you name it. Good times. Nanny, I miss you. But on the fridge, it said 2 rules to live a happy life. Rule number 1, don't sweat the small stuff. Rule number 2, it's all small stuff. And there's no one who lived that more than Nanny, my grandmother. Like I said, I miss you. I'm glad we got to spend the time together that we did. And I'm glad that even though you weren't there to share that moment with me, I could learn one more thing from you, even though you weren't even here to teach me. It's all small stuff. It's all small stuff. Think about the problems you had 5 years ago. You probably don't have them anymore. You probably don't spend any time thinking about them. So if you give it enough time and you keep moving forward in your life and accepting that you'll be frustrated on some days, most days will be good days and some days just won't, then you can live a happy life like Nanny did, like I'm doing my best to do, and like I'm doing my best to help you do. So if that's something you want to see more of, you know where to find me. You know where the button is. And if you're already subscribed, man, thank you for being along for the journey. We're making a long form video every single day for 365 days. And after that, we'll be on to the next 365. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. The next video you should watch, it's going to be right here. And the option to subscribe, it's going to be right here. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. You let me know. Just remember, the best is yet to come. And I'll see you tomorrow. Or on the next video. You decide.